Good morning, everybody. Well, I left Quartzsite and I'm in a new location. This one's really kind of a nice place. It's nice and quiet out here. There's campers, but it's very dispersed. A little bit breezy this morning, but it's actually not too bad. Probably around, I'm thinking it's around 50 or so here. Let me just take you for a little spin around so you can see where I'm at. Hey, good morning, John. How you doing today? Can you guess where I am? Dax, hey, good morning. So as you can see, I changed locations, and this is where I'm at today. And I'm not alone. There's Adventuring with Amanda and Aussie Van Man, Rock in the background. Yes, I am. I'm in the desert. All right. Well, I'm in Arizona, so that kind of tracks. Look at these beautiful mountains back here behind. I'm not sure if you can really. Man, I need to really get the hang of this. I need to do some practicing. Okay, here we are. There. It's really beautiful. Nope, I'm not at Ironwood, but I'll give you a hint. I'm on my way there. I didn't want to do the drive all in one big trip, which is, I'm thinking it was like 3 hours or so. So I had other plans for yesterday. Actually, me and Brock were going to hit up the Superstition Mountains, but in the end, we decided not to. It was going to be a 3 hour drive, and then we weren't even going to get there until after dark. So apparently, they've closed down a lot of the BLM for camping, and it was just kind of iffy if we were even going to get the knock. So instead, we met up with Amanda at her campsite, and we are about an hour. Now, don't quote me on this. I think we're about an hour west of Phoenix, and I think this place might be called Buckeye. Oh yeah, it's Tonopah. Yeah, you're right, Tonopah. I saw that as a sign, and I even heard my GPS say it. Otherwise, I wouldn't even know how to say that. Look how beautiful the sky is out there. It is overcast. Oh, just a little bit. There's a lot of blue sky, but it's kind of got a gray tone to it. Me and Brock are going to go hike that mountain today. Apparently, there's some geocaches up there, and Brock is really into geocaching. I'm not so into it, but I'm definitely into the hike, and I definitely want to climb up there and just be up close to those rocks. They look very cool. This spot that we've got here, it's got some amazing rock just everywhere. Over in Quartzsite, there was a lot, and I picked some for Matthew. And this rock behind me here is Saddle Mountain, I think. I think that's what they didn't have all these telephone, or not, these probably aren't telephone poles. These are probably power lines. If only those weren't all. So, all right, moving my way back to the rig. All right, let me see here. There's a lot of things to remember doing these lives. And I'm over here. I got one hand holding the camera up. I got one hand. Whoa. Oh, shit. Oops. Yeah, no, nothing. Nothing happened just there. Okay. All right, that notice went away, so maybe my connection's better now. Oh man, I almost tripped and lost it all. Okay, so there's definitely a lot of rock here. And I probably don't have appropriate shoes for hiking around, but I'm just doing a morning chat. I didn't want to get up and get fully dressed and all that. So, yeah, we're here and just kind of trying to make it a little bit closer to Marana, which is where the Ironwood meetup will be, so that it's not, oh, you're funny, so that it's not such a drive on that last day. And yeah, John, I am wearing Crocs. But to be honest, these Crocs are actually protecting my feet, like the bottom side, quite a bit from all these rocks. There's a lot of pointy, sharp jagged rocks here. So so got a nice little camp set up here, and did all that yesterday before it was dark. Me and Amanda got here first, so we set up her tent, set up my tent. Brock arrived after, and he set up his DJ setup. And let me tell you, that was cool. It's pretty cool when he's playing music and doing the light show for an event, but it was like a rave for just the three of us. It was kind of awesome. So last night, I had, for the first time, some of my frozen lasagna, and it was actually surprisingly delicious. It wasn't as good as the chili, I must say, but it was good nonetheless. So it's supposed to get a little warmer this week, and I'm not mad about it. It'll be a good test to see how the insulation in my rig is working or not. And I think it's, for me anyway, it's easier to deal with heat than it is cold. Cold for me is just, it's hard to do things with your hands, especially anything that's going to require some type of manual dexterity. Really hard when it's cold. So I can hear, I think it's the Salome Highway off in the distance. It's actually not too far away. I can see a few cars on it. And then off in the not quite so distance, there's some campers, but you probably can't even see them. They're really not very many. John, no, I haven't seen Carter yet. Unfortunately, I've just been kind of busy nonstop. I wish that I could convince him to meet me somewhere like out toward Ironwood. For some reason, I'm having a feeling he wouldn't go to Ironwood, but it'd be awesome if he could meet up somewhere in the area. Yeah, so Dax, me too. Heat over cold any day. Now, in the mornings, my rig got down to about 50 degrees, or I think it was 48 when I woke up this morning. And that's actually not bad. But I do turn on the heater, the van heater, just to kind of take the chill out and get myself started for the day. I put up all my bed stuff, which is basically a sleeping pad, sleeping bag, pillows, and even a couple blankets. I don't really need all that, but it's kind of nice just to be all smushed in with a bunch of soft stuff, right? So that's what I do. And it was kind of cool. So last night, we were just hanging out, and suddenly this guy, he comes walking by, and he was looking at us, and then he comes walking back by and starts heading up our trail. So we're like, what is this guy doing? Like, what's his thing? And he stops and he says, "Are you Amanda?" Amanda totally got recognized. So apparently the guy, when I drove in, like, he didn't recognize her initially, but when I drove in, I have a big slicker on the side of my window. So that, and he was watching her video, so he just followed us on, and so he found Amanda and chatted with us. He was a nice guy. It was a little odd though, awkward, I guess. I don't know. I'm still so new at this that these types of things take me by surprise. But she's old hat and she rocked it out. It was pretty cool. So today I'm making carne asada again because it's one of my favorites. And then it's also, I really like to feed people. And when you're going to feed people something that's amazing, Yeah. Amanda is definitely a star. Her meetup has been the whole talk of the town, and I mean for good reason. The event was amazing, and everybody had a great time. So it stands to reason that everybody would be talking about it. I can't wait to get my footage downloaded and reviewed. I took a lot of footage, and I think I got a lot of good stuff. But you never really know until you get there and download it from your cards and whatnot. So we'll actually see. It's really peaceful out here. I can hear birds, and I didn't hear any birds in Quartzsite. Not to say they don't have any birds there, but I didn't hear any of them. So that last camp that I was at Plumosa Road, I kind of liked that one. It was not dusty, and we had a group of us that we were just it was just a really good group. You can't say enough for having a good group around you when you're camping, because you're out in the middle of nowhere, and if you needed to, you had some people that you could count on, and if you just needed a hug, and I did, thanks Lisa. There was a point there where I did need a hug, and she let me bring it on in, and it was just really nice. So hey, good morning. That Divine Mojo is Mindy, and I'm sure quite a few of you might know her from Amanda's meetup. And there's also Luna. Good morning, Luna, who was also at the meetup. Are you guys all having a good morning? And where are you at? And how much do you love my coffee keg? Oh, Lake Havasu. Yes, you are having a great morning. That's awesome. So, what's the water temperature up there at Lake Havasu? Is it actually swimmable, or what are we talking about? I'm curious. Not that I feel like I would go swimming, but I'm just curious. Oh, you guys, so I've been wearing long sleeves for the most part while I've been down here, hoodies, and I went and pulled my sleeves up the other day and realized I have a whole new level of farmer tan, meaning hands only. It just looks like I have a pair of dark brown gloves on. And it was really funny. I also noticed that I was missing a lot of hair down on my wrists. So I don't know when I burned all that off, but apparently I got too close to a fire at some point. So I don't know. Nobody swimming. Paddleboarding and kayaking does sound kind of fun. Do any of you guys do that? I'm pretty sure I saw somebody at the meetup that had a kayak on top, but I don't remember who it was. Oh, Luna, no. Do you have recovery boards to deal with that, or how did you get out? That's the worst. Hopefully there was somebody there that could help you out. So, as usual, I'm the only one up. Everybody else is still asleep. Gonna try to wander over here. I don't want to get too far away from the Starlink, but try to show our camp here. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm glad that somebody was able to help you. It's the worst feeling to be stranded when there's nothing or nobody around to even ask for help, or like if you don't have a cell signal to make a call or something. I do have recovery boards in my rig, but I haven't had to use them yet. And yeah, in actuality, they're kind of in the way. And I actually stepped on them the other night, and they have plastic spikes plastic spikes on both sides, and I mean they're great for recovery. But man, if you step onto those with bare feet, you're gonna feel it. Hey, good morning, Brian. How you doing? Just hanging out here, about an hour west of Phoenix, making my way slowly toward Ironwood over the course of the next few days. I'm camped up here right now with Amanda and Brock, and we're going to stick around here for a couple days. Yeah, Luna, definitely get yourself some recovery boards. They're a lifesaver, a real, let's say, a game changer. Yeah, they'll really help you out. Do read the instructions on those things because there are a few ways that you can use those incorrectly that could even get somebody hurt. So definitely read the instructions on those. So awesome Thursday afternoon for you, huh, Brian? And Mindy's heading out that way Wednesday. Man, it's kind of cool. Everybody's all making their way out on their own little schedules, and I'm looking pretty forward to it. Apparently, they got a really great location, and then I don't think anybody's really showing up early, but I'm really looking forward to it. I've been needing some partying in my life, and the AWA was just getting me started. Yeah, so, oh man. I got to tell you, the roads out here, I think it was the I-10. Some sections of that, man, were they bad. You could just rattle your whole rig right to pieces. I mean, it was really terrible. And some other sections were actually pretty nice, but I'd never really seen roads quite like that. You got your beach gear ready and more dancing. Yeah. That whole spontaneous line dance thing that broke out, that was awesome. I need to learn how all those steps go because that just looked like fun. It didn't even look hard at all. It just looked like everybody was having a good time. Okay, yeah, that's good to know, Brian. Yeah, I haven't really traveled any of these roads, so I just type in the destination and then the map app is just like, okay, go this way, and I do. So the 8, I'll keep that in mind. Wow, it's actually so quiet out here. I can hear somebody's footsteps. I can't see them. They're probably more than 100 yards away, but I can hear their footsteps. Yeah, that's hilarious. So I guess apparently I was the only one who didn't know about the I-10. Which, that kind of tracks. I mean, I'm always the last to know. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't have anything for the luau themed night. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do that. I don't really, yeah, I don't really want to buy a shirt just for one use. To me, that's the same thing as like having to buy a tool for just one use. I hate doing it. Maybe I can borrow one or something. Or maybe yeah, I don't know. But I think that somebody's going to be passing out lays. So, because there's always that joke. You are laid, or now you're laid. I don't even know how it goes exactly, but it's a joke about being laid. Oh, a thrift shop. That might be a good idea. I tried to find a hardware shop or a hardware store in Quartzsite yesterday before I left. And the app brings me first over to a swap meet, which has like an RV parts booth. The woman in there was incredibly rude and dismissive. They didn't have what I needed. So I left. I typed in another one. The app brings me over to basically what looked like a shanty town of trailers, which I'm not even sure what that was all about. It was like like a hardware store in somebody's back room. I don't know. It just had a lot of real weird vibes. So I didn't get that. Just kind of annoyed. I need like a 6-inch piece of tubing, braided tubing. That's all I need, and I can have my shower working. But no, the big market. Hmm. Oh, okay. Harbor Freight in Tucson. Now that could work. I mean, yes, I know Harbor Freight would have it, and just any old hardware store probably would. I was just kind of like, if I think it through, I'm not sure I'll go back to Quartzsite. I think for me, it's kind of like, been there, done that. I think the big market is the liquor store in Q. Oh, I heard about that. It was like a liquor store slash hardware store. Is that right? Because that seems like a perfectly logical combination. Oh man. Yeah, liquor store, hardware store. I did hear that. Now that you're saying it, I kind of recall somebody talking about it. Crazy. I wonder, like, when they put that place together, they're just like, hey, bro, I've got this great idea. Just sit down, take a puff, and hear this. Crazy. So now knowing that and just being reminded of that, I feel kind of dumb because I should have remembered it. That's such a remarkable combination. I should have remembered it. But in my defense, a lot of stuff has been going on over the last few days, so I can't remember everything. Plus, now that I'm 50 or 50 plus, you can't expect me to remember everything. I know I don't expect me to remember everything. Oh man. So let me see here. Oh man, my hand is getting cold. I didn't excuse me. I didn't bring my thermometer outside the rig today. I'm not sure actually where it went. It's lost inside somewhere. And yeah, man, oh man, really need to get a hold of all this stuff that's in the rig. Of course, because this was my first long trip, I brought everything, well, except for the kitchen sink. And so that's kind of led to, well, this, which is just tons of crates. I mean, and I have to stack and unstack these every single day in order to get my sleeping pad down. And man, it's kind of annoying. I've got everything I possibly need. Well, not everything, but lots of things that I need. And it's just too much for in here. I can't wait to start getting some vertical storage. No, I didn't actually see that donkey. So I was hoping I would, because who doesn't like to touch a nice ass? Am I right? No, I didn't see the donkey. So here, let me get some light in here. These phones have so many cameras on them these days. I don't even know how to properly hold this so as to not to get my paws in the shot. Let's see here. Oh, hey, good morning, Sophia. Yeah, we were neighbors for like a week. That was pretty cool. You're a good neighbor. And I feel like I commented on it somewhere, but I got to tell you, your sound treatment that you did in your rig, top notch. I mean, amazing. It was like a recording studio in there, like a vocal isolation booth, and I was there for it. It was amazing what you did. And your space too. It gave me some really cool ideas. Oh. Actually, I'm right here by my recovery board. So take a look at these spikes that I stepped on. See all those? Here, let me move this out of the way. Those are all spikes on the recovery boards, and I stepped on that with just socks on, and that sucked really bad. Yes, exactly. I was like, man, how did I think that? Because I saw it. It's not as though I just didn't see it and stepped on it. I saw it and thought, that's not going to be a big deal. It was a big deal. It was a big deal. So, oh man, I was just off looking at the distance yesterday, and Brock took this picture of my rig and the sunset and the mountain all together. He texted it over to me. Absolutely amazing. I was like, I'm usually there to see like, okay, this is an amazing shot, and I was taking pictures of other stuff, so I kind of missed it. But he captured it and he got it to me. What a great shot. Where we discussed, let's see. Oh my, like, let me move back in the chat a little bit here. Let's see. Yes, like oh, stepping on toy cars. Divine Mojo is Mindy. Sophia, that's Mindy. So yeah, she was at the second camp with us. I'm not sure if I'm where we discussed. I'm about an hour west of Phoenix in Tonopah. So yeah, Legos. Now see, I would prefer to step on a Lego than a toy car, because with a Lego, you know what you're gonna get. You know it's gonna suck. You got all those corners. It's gonna suck. But if you step on a toy car, you're probably going for a ride too. So yeah, I'll take a Lego any day over a toy car. Oh, thanks. That's really I really appreciate it. You guys have been really gracious and um, allowing me to do these lives, because it really sucks that I don't have any way to upload any videos, and this is kind of what I'm trapped into doing. So I mean, it is what it is. But as Amanda and I were talking about yesterday, sometimes you get knocked out of your comfort zone a little bit, and you end up having to do some things that you probably wouldn't have done, or you might have been hesitant to do, and you come to find out like, oh, this actually isn't too bad. And you guys too are giving me the encouragement to do these things, and I can see people coming in and dropping out of the stream, and that's cool. Especially for these lives, off the cuff, I'm not super interesting, but one thing I can do is talk. So that's what I'm doing. A silver lining. Oh, yeah. Well, in actuality, I think that I might have inspired Brock to start doing some lives. He was talking about doing it and asking me some questions about it. My buddy Jellybean, too, he actually said he wasn't sure, or I think that he told me you couldn't do lives horizontal. And then I've gone and figured it out. So now he's like, hey, can you show me how you did that? Well, I'm glad, Luna. I'm really glad. It's like I was saying in a previous stream, it's really just nice to be able to see a person's face rather than just take their word for it that they're doing well. Um, I think that it really just it translates a lot better when you can just see the person. And do you guys think I look happy? Well, I am. Damn it, I am. And you're right. The less edits, it's so much easier. And in actuality, I get way better light out here too. Like the color of my skin just looks way better in the sunlight. I don't look like a vampire. So Dax, you're definitely gonna have to come up and say hello. And I mean, if you watched my streams now a few times and stuff, I'm super approachable and easy to talk to. So don't be shy at all. Just come right up and say hello. And of course, you got to get yourself a sticker. Oh, that sounds like a cool place. Got somebody driving in to find their spot. Can't really see them in my. The only thing I can see is my own mug in this thing. These phone screens are so shiny that I have a really hard time. seeing on them. Luckily, the chat is on black. It's white text on black. So, yeah, me too, Mindy. Um, I met so many people at this last one that there's no possible way I could remember everybody's names. But in a way, like so many people have social media, they have just, there's a lot of different ways to help remember names, and it's been helpful for me. Oh, Sophia. I so love like an inside joke like that. That was one of the funniest things that happened at that sub camp. That was pretty fucking hilarious. Oops. Oh man, I just dropped an F-bomb in my live stream. That's not cool. Okay, so you do have a sticker. Okay, but definitely be sure to say hello. Oh man, Sophia, that is too funny. So, oh hey, good morning, Beverly. Heyo. Oh. Yeah, so Luna, we really didn't get a chance to talk too much. We did kind of hang out for a little bit, and like when we were going to go ask Brock to change up the music to something. I don't remember what we were going to ask for, but remember we went over as a team, and then we kind of chatted for a while, hung out for I don't know, probably like an hour or so, and had a really good time. Man, I had a lot of laughs that night. My abs were actually sore the next day, and like my midsection and my abs are not out of shape, so it was kind of funny. Even my cheeks were sore just from laughing. So yeah, Sophia actually. So we were at camp the other day, and she came over, and I was sitting with a group of ladies there, and we were all in a circle, and she came up and said, "Hello, ladies," and I'm all like, "And gentlemen," and she's like, "Well, I already said hi to you," and I was like, "Oh, okay." So then she's like, "Oh no, no." She came over to say hi, and I'm like, "Nope, nope, mm mm, mm." She says, "You are gonna take this hug, and you're gonna like it." It was so funny, and she made me take it, and I did like it, but only because she made me like it. So now that's gonna be like that'll be like a personal, like an inside joke for just us two. And you know what? I need a personal, fun inside joke for all of you. So as we interact and see each other, don't be afraid to do something funny like that. Funny people and people who make me laugh are the ones that I really enjoy having in my life most. The ones who bring endorphins to your day are real keepers. Oh, oh my god. I'm This stream's been going on for 35 minutes. So that really is a testament that I can just talk about nothing, huh? Oh no. Yeah, laughter is essential. I'd rather over the course of a lifetime, a lot of people they'll get Botox or whatever to hide their laugh lines, but I want to own my laugh lines. I want my face to show that I enjoyed myself. I don't want frown lines. I want laugh lines, and I embrace them. These crow's feet, these whatever they call them, I don't even know, for the various lines on your face. I've earned these, and I'm not mad about it. Oh, that's sweet. That's so sweet that Bubba heard me and came over. For anybody who doesn't know, Bubba is Sophia's dog. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You can tell a lot about the lines on a person's face. I think there's an actual study, or how do you say, a line of study of facial expressions and how it wears and ages. I'm not positive about that. Who knows? Maybe it's quack science. Yeah, Bubba, I got right in there with my fingers and got some real deep scritches into his fur. He really has a deep, deep bed of fur. I was surprised at how floofy he was, and how friendly too. All the dogs at the event were really nice. I was surprised. Yeah, so we're gonna have a blast at Ironwood. No, I have no idea even what to expect. And they are having a few, how do you say, like events, I guess? Are they events or expeditions? Um, I'm not sure how to characterize it, but they have like a sign up board where you can sign up for a few events. And I'm not even so interested in those. I'm actually more interested in just hanging out with some cool people and making new friends and connections. There's one exception to that, and that is the glider port. I don't know if it's a tour or if we actually have an opportunity to like pay for a ride and get up in a glider, but I'm thinking if that's the case, I'm doing it. I'm definitely doing it. I have never had the chance to do that before, and who knows if I ever will again. I'm definitely going to do that if I have a chance. Is there anybody else who would do that? Oh, wow. Sophia. Oh man. I'm not even sure how much it could possibly cost. I'm thinking it's kind of a unique experience, so it's probably not going to be all that cheap. But I'm definitely going to look into it. I think it would be a cool, fun, maybe even a chance in a lifetime experience. So I'm going to try for it. And if so, I'll be sure to film it so that anybody who doesn't do it, they can at least see what it was like. Oh, Dax, you've been up many times, huh? That's awesome. Okay, wait, I just need to scroll back here and see some. mm, Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. Beverly's advocating for me. Oh, yeah. I have no idea what to even expect, if there's going to be like turbulence, if it's going to be quiet, if I'll hear a lot of wind. I'm really curious though. A buddy of mine, a buddy of mine in Oregon, he has a T craft, and that airplane is basically a two-seater. It's like two seats strapped to an engine and then cobbled together with aluminum and canvas, I think. There's really not much to it. When you're in that plane, you're like 2 inches from falling out of the plane. It's really not much to it. And so last time we went up, he actually let me fly it, like, or I shouldn't say fly it. He let me turn it, and I turned it in a horseshoe pattern. It's kind of scary, but it was also exhilarating too. And so that plane, you hear every little bit of noise in there. We had on these like headphones and mics, and the mic, you had to almost have it practically in your mouth in order for it to work. So that wasn't really peaceful. It was fun, but not super peaceful. So okay, gliders are very quiet. Oh, okay. I'm starting to see some prices here. Let's see. 50 to 150. Okay. So someone said 120. Okay. So, and now that is quite a bit, but I think I would do it. I really think that I would just drop the money on it and do it. But I don't know. We'll see. That is a lot of cash to do for a quick experience, so we'll see. I'm leaning toward yes, though. So Luna was at the meetup, and I didn't really talk to her too much until the very end when we kind of connected over the music choices, and then we made our way over to, how they kind of had that little sub party off on the side with the other fire, and that's where everybody was dancing. Me and Luna kind of hung out over there and chatted for quite a while. Now that the sun's coming up, I'm really starting to see the beautiful rocks. Oh, so it would be so funny is like if I pay for the glider flight, right? And then you guys just all strap your cameras to me so you can get some B-roll too. Yes. Oh man, that would kind of be funny. So Luna, that was not my first meetup, but that was my first nomadic meetup, I guess you could call it. Oh, you want yours on the wing? Well, I don't know if can you just attach things to the wing, or would that make the whole plane just spiral down in a crash? I don't know how these things work. I can't even do a paper airplane very well. Oh man. So are you still with Mindy Beverly? Oh, okay. Oh, okay, great. That you just answered my question, Mindy. Yeah, that is hilarious. Well, I'm glad that you guys stopped in. Does it actually like bring up a notification on your YouTube when somebody goes live, or how does that work? Okay. Okay, well that's really cool. Well, in actuality, this is the longest live stream I've done. Oh, okay. So as long as they're subscribed, I see. So I wonder how that works if somebody does, like, if they need to have their notifications enabled for a channel in order to get a live stream notice. I'm not sure. I've subscribed to so many channels that when I log onto YouTube, it shows me how many I have, and there's just so many of them that it's kind of overwhelming. And then if you actually close that notification panel, then they seem like they're all red, and you can't tell which ones you've seen and not seen. It's not a real great implementation, in my opinion, but maybe that's just because I have too many subscriptions. Oh, okay, great. Thanks for letting me know, Nifty Traveler, and welcome in. Okay, okay, so that makes a little more sense. Thanks for confirming. Yeah, so and it's funny, Mindy, because before I had ever done a first live stream, I was like, what am I even going to talk about? I don't. It's like, what am I going to do? And it's just kind of just naturally happened. I think that having the chat here where I can see it on screen makes it a lot easier because then I can see what you guys are saying, and that gives me extra stuff to talk about. Man, okay, great. That's good to know. There's really so many little intricate things to know and to learn about just about having a YouTube channel. It's no wonder that there's actual courses in this stuff. That's an interesting concept, Mindy. Yeah, I know no idea how that actually works. So that's curious. Um, and I'm not doing them every morning. So do you think that would hinder or help? Because I mean, I feel like doing it every morning, it might just get a little mundane and boring, I guess. Whereas if I'm doing them just every other day or every few days, then it makes it. Oh, okay. People, I guess that makes sense. People do like to be or like to have predictable. Yeah, there's a way that you can link the lives. I don't know exactly how that works, but I think once one live is over, then it forces or not forces, but shifts everybody over into another channel's live somehow. Is that what a raid parade is? I'm not sure. Yeah, Sophia, that's a good idea. Do it just when I feel inspired. Hello, good morning, Michelle. That's Nomad Reality. That's hilarious. Oh man, so I met Michelle over at the Roadrunner Market the other day. She wanted a sticker, so we decided to meet over there. Hey, good morning, Dan. There's my brother. Good morning to you. And so, yeah, I met her down there, got her a sticker, and in the process, I had my side door open, and that fridge is over there stealing the show and bringing people over to the rig. Next thing you know, this lady jumps out of her rig, and she's got to come over and take a look at that fridge. So it was kind of cool. I'm telling you, every time I open that door, that fridge is attracting somebody's attention. it gets me, it gets me laughing. But they were teasing me about how I should create a channel for my fridge, and I probably would. But the thing is if my fridge's channel got more popular than mine, I'd be really sad, and then I would have to make it disappear or something, allegedly. That fridge over there. So yeah, it was really nice to meet you, Michelle. Uh, yeah, that lady that came over. That's actually been the story of my life with this fridge. Every single time I open that door, somebody's coming over to just say like, "What in the actual hell is going on here?" So, Dan, how are you doing today? And how's the kiddos doing? And what's the temperature like there? So, Mindy, wait, I think I missed some chats here. Oh, okay. Got you, Beverly. I wasn't understanding what you mean, but I see what you mean now. Several lives on one screen. Yeah, the fridge is like the light. Go toward the light. Go toward the light. Actually, can we have my fridge say, subscribe to my channel instead? No? Yes. So, Nomad Reality was somebody who contacted me and was asking for a sticker if I was still in town. And so, rather than try to go find her in La Posa South, I was just like, "Can you come over to the Roadrunner Market and we'll meet there?" So we did, and we hung out for. I'm thinking it must have been like 20 minutes anyway, just chatting, and it was nice. It's. And I can't believe how many people I've met down here. Yeah, Beverly. I'm just as interested to see how this build is going to turn out as anybody. Yes, Oregon. We'll be doing some cooking. Oh, 33 degrees. Oh, ice too. Oh, finishing the roof today. You know, it's funny because my brother's there saying he's the first one and the only one up, and that just tracks because it's the same thing for me every single morning at camp. I'm the first one, like even before the sun. The sun is like, "What? You're awake again? What the hell?" when it sees me. And you know what? I actually have lost my coffee somewhere. I had a coffee a little while ago, and well, now it's lost. So maybe I should work on finding that real quick here. Okay, I did find it, but This is another story of my life. I just mindlessly set something down, and then I'm like, where did that thing go? Let me get this chat scrolled back. Yeah, I can't wait to see you all back at home. I am really excited to, I've been having a great time out here, but I'm super addicted to our family days. I really enjoy when we all get together. The garage trips, the all the funny things the kids say, and the kids they say a lot of funny things. Just, oh man, they're constantly amazing me, and it's because they're so smart. And I know I'm biased because they're my nieces and nephew, but no, it's really true. These kids are at the top of their class, and they're genuinely too smart for our own damn good. Beverly, about the refrigerator, if that's where I'm going to keep it, I'm thinking I would like to move it. After having seen Sophia's build, she's got some really cool ideas in there that could apply to my rig too. And so I was thinking about doing that, but in a way, it really is. I think that it's actually helping to get, so just reach in without having to climb all the way into my rig in order to get something out of the fridge. But it's almost, it's a conversation starter for sure. And no, whoever thought a refrigerator would be a conversation starter, but it really has been. It was so weird, but I think I'm just gonna embrace it and go with it. Dominoes on Sunday. No, we don't play dominoes, or I'm not sure if that's a reference to the game Dominoes or the restaurant Dominoes. Nope. We don't eat out. We cook in, and in fact, my brother and sister-in-law are both amazing cooks. So it doesn't it doesn't matter which one of them is really doing it. It's we always know it's going to be amazing. And Julie, who's my sister-in-law, my brother's wife, she measures, or how does she say? She she measures with her heart. And I'm telling you, her heart knows all the best recipes. So she doesn't actually measure things. She just makes things, and she's absolutely amazing. Okay, let me see here. Scroll back. I'm kind of missed some of these chats, so I'm just going to scroll back and take a quick look. Yeah, the rigs that I've looked into and that people have shown me inside, they really are inspiring. I think I mentioned in another stream that it's so much better than seeing a rig tour. And there's a lot of those online. I'm not real inspired by those. I think really when it comes down to that, I like to see the person tell me about their rig. They tell you the things that they feel are important to them. Whereas a tour, like a when somebody says, they're going to tour this rig, they have specific questions and then they lead the whole thing. So I don't necessarily want an interviewer to lead a rig tour. I want the person to. And that's also why I haven't had anybody do a rig tour of mine, because I want to be the one to do it. Um, let's see the game. Okay, nope, we haven't played dominoes. The game that we usually play, and in actuality, we haven't had time to play games for at least the last couple of months because we've been doing other side projects too. The game we usually play is Catan, or is it Catan? Not sure. But some others that we play are there's Blockus, there's Skippo, Uno, um, Phase 10. They're all pretty easy games. Most of them are the games that we like to play are pretty much easy cleanup, easy setup, easy cleanup, with the exception of Catan. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, Beverly. So anybody who knows me in person and or anybody who spent any length of time with me at all, they know that I love to eat. And luckily I've got a high metabolism. I'm pretty active and so I'm able to burn off all those calories, but a big refrigerator for me was really the only way to go. Yeah, Dan. Yeah, you're not kidding. I'm surprised that I haven't put on a few pounds too because Julie, she sends me home with oh man, she sent me home with these two pocketfuls of Halloween candy. I told her, well, here, go ahead and just stuff a handful of it into my hoodie pocket. And I don't know how she did it. She, within like 2 seconds, she had the entire thing loaded. And I didn't even realize how much there was until I got back to my house and emptied it out. I was like, damn, she was quick. So last time I rated the Halloween candy, Evelyn saw that I had taken some of the regular plain Hershey's bars. So she relieved me of them and put them back in the dish, which forced me to have to like sneak around when she wasn't looking and get them back. But hilarious. Oh yeah, Super Yahtzee. And then yeah, Super Yahtzee. Now, with our games, we often do invent our own family rules. And yeah, we have some really crazy ones. They're fun. So we invented a version of Super Yahtzee. We also have a version of Super Dice, which is similar to um oh, I don't remember what the actual game was called. What was the game called with dice? Well, we invented a super version of we invented a super version of it anyway. So, um, so it shows here that there's 11 people watching, and it shows that there's 5 thumbs ups on the stream. So does a thumbs up on a stream mean that it's that YouTube would promote it, or does YouTube not promote streams? Does anybody know these things? And oh my god, we're coming up on the hour mark here. So what I'll do is I'm gonna hang this up at around the hour mark just to keep it reasonable. Oh, I just saw a heart go floating by. I'm not sure where that came from, but a heart just floated by on my screen. Oh, there goes another one. Oh, here's a whole bunch of them now. Okay. That's a whole bunch of them. How are you guys all doing? Some smiley faces. Oh, those are cool. These are so funny. Everybody. Oh, wow. I see there's 9 thumbs ups now. Okay, so this apparently that's all in real time. That's awesome. Okay, yeah. Well, thanks so much, you guys, for having stopped in. Mindy and Beverly. I hear you, yeah. And for all of you guys, don't ever feel like you have to stick around until the end of the stream. Whenever you want to cut out is totally fine. And if you don't say goodbye, that's also fine too. I treat life as though it's an ongoing conversation, so I oftentimes don't say hello and goodbye. My whole life is just an ongoing conversation. Oh, hey there. I see you, Lady Paw. And of course, I know now that you're Pam and Annie. Yeah, I really enjoyed you guys at camp. And that was super awesome of you to boil up all that chili for us for our pepper bellies. Oh, thanks, you guys. Be sure to give Annie a kiss for me. Okay, yeah, I'm going to go conquer the mountain today. And okay. Oh, you know what? Actually, my battery's going to die here soon, too. So that was really good timing. Okay, you guys. Well, I really appreciate you wandering around here with me at camp and chatting and hanging out. It was just really, it's always really nice to hear from you and be able to share with you what I'm up to, even if it's really kind of nothing. So, with that, I will say, everybody, I hope you have a great day like I'm planning to do, and I'll see you in the next one.